Hello, I'm Stephen. As our services grew stronger, we identified work which needed to be done. It seems the more staff we have and skills, the more work there is to do. One of the issues which confronted us throughout the 80s and still does in 1991 was AIDS. Issues like this, with homelessness, physical abuse, prostitution, etc., became part and parcel of our weekly work. Sometimes the lack of help for people caught up in these dangerous situations weighed heavily on us, and our responses needed very careful consideration. Time and time again, we had to accept our own powerlessness in situations and our own inadequacies in the face of life-threatening situations for our young people. Staying in touch with our powerlessness became even more vital, as we realised that our attempts to be all things to all men quickly led us to chronic responses, which could in turn lead to exhaustion, a sense of hopelessness and bad working relationships. In fact, we saw at times that our organisation could become very much like the family coping with active addiction. Through trial and error techniques, anger, frustration, etc., it could become very dysfunctional through trying to solve all the same problems. To learn how to deal with our powerlessness and the negative responses it could invoke, we learn more and more on the mutual aid recovery programs. We are very grateful, particularly to the 12-step programs, for giving us hope for our own powerlessness and a way to find new restored power. We struggled to find ways to respond which didn't have us banging our heads against brick walls, yet didn't have us giving up at the same time. We do not say, okay, there's nothing you can do to change this, we're powerless, so let's do nothing. Very often we discovered that it wasn't other people we needed to change, but ourselves. Everyone in YAP from the beginning has worked hard to keep it true to its original ideals. This meant taking risks, and it meant trusting the process. At times, when things were very black, trust was all that was left. With a belief that it could go further, looking back, 1987 was one of those years. We had very little money, a new committee, a young staff. Declan Reddy, our first full-time worker, had left, and there was an increase in drug pushing in the area. How did we survive? Who knows? We did what we could do, as well as we could, and let go of the rest. January 1988, we had 3 full-time staff, Mary Ellen McCann, and 2 of those who had been on the teamwork scheme, Catherine O'Hara and Jimmy Judge. Soon after that, we were able to put our secretary, Anne-Marie Stafford, on wages also. We had now had 4 full-time paid staff members, 3 of whom were from Ballymun. I would just like to wish YAP happy birthday for the 40 years, and a big measure of gratitude for the help that I received early days in the late 80s with Mary Ellen and Jimmy and Catherine and Declan and Anne-Marie, and I've just been internally grateful for all the help that I received back then. Happy birthday. Yeah.